Yeah. All right. What's up, y'all? Welcome back once again. This is Articism episode 2. Let me turn that off. This is Articism episode 2, hosted by me, DVNB. And today we got a new guest, and his name is Alonzo. And we're gonna flip the camera over and let's get this started.
Hey, what's good? It's Alonzo coming straight from Visalia, 559, you feel me?
All right, how you doing, man?
Valley. I'm feeling wavy. I just had my first dab in my life not too long ago.
Okay.
Literally in my life. This fool O-Town put me on that shit, so shouts out O-Town.
Yeah, so we also have O-Town here, our first guest from Articism. How you doing?
Yeah, you know what's going on. I'm doing good. Feeling wavy, you know what I'm saying? Extra wavy.
All right.
Yeah, off that big gas.
All right, man. So how you doing today, other than being nice and high?
I'm feeling good. today.
Okay. So yeah, so where you from, bro?
I'm from Visalia. That's like, for those of you who don't know, it's probably like 30 minutes away from Fresno. So that's going more that way.
Okay.
It's not too big over there. It's like probably like 130,000 people, but I mean like the music scene out there, like there's really nothing going on out there.
Okay. So how long have you been in the music industry, in the music scene as an artist?
Well, I started rapping when I was 14, so like 5 years, but like taking it real serious, probably about like 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay. What made you want to take it serious?
Just because I realized, like, where I'm from, a lot of people would try and rap, you know what I mean? Like, they try and do music and stuff like that. And I just always could tell, like, I was a little better than everyone. And not even just that, like, everyone would be telling me around me, like, oh, like, I like how your music is, or, like, you got to keep going, you got to keep pushing. Okay. So once I turned about, like, 17, I realized, I'm like, damn, I could actually do something with this. So I started chasing it for real.
All right, so yeah, it was motivating to have good feedback from people, huh?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that drives me, honestly, getting feedback from people, because people like, honestly, like, there's been a lot of times, like, throughout the years I've been doing music that I'm like, I don't even know if I want to keep going, or I don't even know if I want to do this. But other people tell me, they're like, nah, you got to keep doing that shit. Like, I like how you sound. Like, I know you got sound. Like, you got to keep going. So it really is the other people that motivate me.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's the greatest thing when you make any type of art and you have feedback that is positive instead of, like critical and critiquing your music.
Yeah, and I also got a lot of bad critique too. Yeah. That's just what I call hate. I just brush that shit off.
Yeah, so that was my next question. So how do you handle the bad critiques or the critical thinking from people about your music that you put your heart and soul into, and they say like something judgmental about it? Like, how do you really take that when someone says that?
Honestly, like with that, I just fucking brush it off. Like it goes in one ear, goes out the other. Yep. You feel me? Like, I hear it, but I don't hear you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I'll see you trying to get like something out of me, but I'm not gonna let you know that.
Yeah.
So I just take it as like, okay, they cared enough to tell me that they didn't like it, so at least I did something, because no one told them to listen to my music in the first place.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're listening, that's perfect already.
Yep. And any type of reaction is a good reaction for your music, you know?
Yeah, for real.
That means they listen to it, right?
Exactly.
That's the whole point.
Exactly.
All right, man. So let's just let everyone see that we're in LA like usual.
That bitch out front, by the pool.
So how long have you been in LA for, Alonzo?
I actually been in LA as of recently, probably about 3 months, but I used to live here about a year ago.
Okay.
So for about probably like 10 months.
10 months.
So yeah.
What do you do right now? Do you work? You go to school?
I go to school right now, but I just do music right now. You know what I mean? I got my little thing going on, whatever. Yeah. But I'm just focused on music and school right now.
Okay. So I'm taking it, you're going to audio school?
Yeah, I'm over at the film school for audio production courses, for like mixing and stuff like that. I really like mixing music.
Gotcha.
That's like something that I always had an ear for too. Because really with mixing and all that stuff, it really is like how it sounds. Like you could close your eyes and hear where certain things need to be adjusted.
Yep.
So it's all like I always been able to tell when something sounds right or when something sounds off. So that's why I'm doing it.
Got you. And then have you collabed with any artists out here in LA since you got here in the past 3 months?
As of recently, no, I haven't, but I have collabed with artists out here in Los Angeles before. Yeah, I have.
Okay. So you said you lived here before you started going to school. So was that the first time?
Yeah, that was the first time I came here.
Okay. So coming from, how do you say your city's name again?
Visalia?
Yeah, coming from Visalia to LA the first time, like, what was it feeling like for you?
Oh man, it was like whole new world basically. Like where I'm from, like the biggest thing that goes on, like honestly that people be talking about, like is fucking honestly like drug dealing. Like, oh, the plug lowered his prices on this shit, or this person got this and that. Like that's the most interesting thing that goes on where I'm from.
Yeah.
Like, no joke, no cap. Like that's the most interesting thing. So being out here, like there's a bunch of shit that goes on everywhere. Like it was just like kind of a culture shock to me. Like I wasn't used to seeing a bunch of fucking, like, there's like crackheads where I'm from, but out here they're a little different, and they're everywhere. Just seeing like, I don't know, all types of people. There's a lot of people here, bro. So it was pretty cool coming out here.
So when you were here that first time, did you make a lot of music while you were here?
Yeah, I did. It inspired me a lot. Being here in the city gave me a lot of new feelings, a lot of new vibes.
Yeah.
So it really did switch the sound of my music, I think. Really did put me in a different direction.
Yeah, so that was my next question is, after you got this new vibe in your music, have you been rolling with that same vibe?
I have been, but I don't even know. Like, I've been trying something recently. I've been trying, like, I made a few songs already, probably like 4, where it's like I just completely freestyle. I don't even write anything. So, and I think that's all like pure 100% vibes, because you're just saying how you're feeling right there. So, I mean, I think that reflects on my music. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to keep going with that same movement.
Okay. When you first started writing or rapping, did you start off freestyling, or did you write your first lyrics and then recite them?
How I started rapping, like, well, the first time like I literally ever rapped in my life was probably when I was like 8 years old, or like 10 years old in elementary school.
Oh, that's
like,
dope.
Yeah, but I wasn't like for real. Like what I did was I stole the lyrics from some famous rapper's song. Yeah. And I was rapping just like 3 lines from the song at school. And told everyone I was a rapper. Like I was a pretend rapper. I was in like a group with 2 other people, 2 other little kids that rap.
I mean, in reality, you're not really a pretend rapper. You're just a cover rapper, just like a cover artist.
Cover artist. Yeah.
So you was covering a song.
Yeah, but the first time like I really rapped was probably up in middle school. When I was like probably like 12 years old. Me and my friends would just freestyle for fun. Like we'd just be fucking around, like. We'd just throw on a beat, roast each other and shit. Yeah. And I realized like it was easy for me to make up rhymes. It was easy for me to have a flow. Yeah. And the other people were saying like stuff that sounded stupid compared to what I was saying. So I was like, what the heck? That's weird. So then I started writing after that.
All right. So yeah, so sounds like this life of music was chosen a long time ago for you.
Yeah, it really was. Without my knowledge, like I didn't even realize it, because there was a large gap from that time when I first like pretend rap to when I first rap. You know what I mean? Like I was just messing around, but that's weird how in the future I actually became a rapper.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna let you ask DVNB, the host, a couple questions. Okay. And so, shoot.
So how long have you been in the music game, and how'd you start?
All right. I like that question. Someone's asked me that question before, but I'll answer it again. First time you asked me. All right, so how long I've been in the music game? Since like the late 90s, so like 98, 99, okay? And those first 2 years, you know, I was just getting into music, like studying it, like, okay, how do I do this, you know? Yeah. And I started out actually trying to be a rapper when I was 18. Okay.
Were you good?
Shit, I mean, I wrote lyrics. I could rap, yeah, but I wasn't the best.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm a big fan of music, and I knew I wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And people around me were better than me, so I started playing different positions, as in, you know, making beats. After I started rapping, that I wanted to make beats to rap to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then got me a keyboard, made some melodies with the beats. Then I got me an M-Box.
It's crazy.
And, you know, whatever computer I had. And
So did you immediately like making beats more than rapping, or how was that like?
yeah, my favorite part was producing the tracks, like making beats.
Uh-huh.
Because that was like, it's almost easy to me. Because you just sit down and pull out whatever's in your head through your fingers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like writing is kind of harder. And like rapping is, I think that's a tough thing to do because that's performing.
Yeah.
Like you got to be on point with that shit. Like a lot of people don't understand that rapping is not easy. Like any type of performance, live performance is not easy.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so I stuck to making beats, but then I wanted to make my beats sound better. So I got into mixing and mastering. But I was
Okay.
recording as well, but mixing and mastering. And then I started noticing that a lot of people I work with are dope at being a rapper, a beat maker, a manager, or, you know, just a connector within the industry, to where I was starting to play my position of being a mix and master engineer, because I just had a good ear for the final product. Like somebody could go record in their bathroom right now with like a dynamic mic, not even a condenser, and they could send me those vocals, and I can make that shit sound good enough to, you know, fool anybody to think it was recorded on a cheap microphone in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my expertise, and I also publish now, so I release other people's music for them. But it's still really on them to push it, as in invest money behind it for marketing and stuff like that. Because
Okay.
you know, I don't really take a lot of money off of their music, just the publishing side.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's enough about me, man. If you have any other questions, that's cool. You got any other questions?
Yeah, just one more. Like, what's your favorite type of, I'd say like artist or like genre or like mood, you know what I mean, to work with?
I like that question, bro, because I mean, I'm into hip hop. I grew up on hip hop, right? But that question right there, reggae music, like roots rock reggae, Bob Marley, Buju Banton, Gregory Isaacs, Dennis Brown, Toots and the Maytals, you know, all the Marley brothers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, usually I have reggae music playing in the background.
Yeah.
I guess my Pandora just shut off by itself or something. But yeah, like reggae music.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I could get that vibe from you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could kind of tell.
Yeah, I'll tell. I mean, I don't want to stick to my story too much, but I'll tell you why reggae music is my favorite, because it's weird. After Pac, and then when Biggie died, like, I wasn't feeling rap no more, as in being a big fan.
Really?
I wanted to discover other music, and that's when I got into reggae. And after that, I just liked it as better music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, rap is what it is. You know, we hella aggressive the way we are in hip hop. So
Yeah.
I like to chill out as
Yeah.
well. You know?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get back to Alonzo. All right, man. So, where do you see yourself in 2 years? So, like the Christmas of 2021.
Christmas of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I would have played my moves right that I got lined up, and I'm gonna be kicking back, chilling. Hopefully.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. You know, I got a lot of good things planned in the future.
Okay. And so I know you're an independent artist. So what are your plans? How do you vision yourself reaching your goal in this music industry?
So right now I just got some shit lined up. Got a video lined up. Trying to put it on a big platform after, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to put that out so that way it can promote the new album that I put out, so that way that could tie in with that. And then I release an album before that one, probably a month before that one, so I can have 2 albums I'm out promoting. So that's just a little something I got lined up in the future, but pretty much doing like moves like that, going along that path.
Okay. And do you release music right now? Do you release it on SoundCloud or iTunes, or where do you release it at?
I put it on all streaming services everywhere. That's pretty much where all my music is right now. I do have a SoundCloud. It's Alonzo 559, and I got a lot of songs on there that are only on SoundCloud, but it is a lot of my older music. So if you want all the new stuff, it's only on all the streaming services.
Okay.
Like Spotify, Apple Music, all that.
All right. So I take it you use a digital distributor to push your music out there?
Yeah, I do.
You know, you don't have to tell the people that's watching, but if you want to share it, which digital distributor do you use?
I actually use DistroKid. I got no problem saying that.
Okay.
I use DistroKid. That's why I use to distribute.
Okay, cool. Have you had a good experience with them far?
Yeah, I had a pretty good experience with them so far. It's really easy. It's perfect on there to see all your stats, everything. It's
okay,
really
cool. Yeah, so anybody watching, you know, DistroKid is a great platform to release music independently.
Shouts to DistroKid for real.
And you can also holler at AXUMUS, but we don't worry about promoting what we do here, but we do the same thing as them.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so when's the last time you released material through DistroKid?
That's on the map volume 2. I believe that was probably like 2 months ago. He's tempting me with the wood right now.
Oh, is O-Town trying to?
He's tempting me.
Okay, O-Town's always ready. We got you right afterwards.
But
sorry about that.
But yeah, it was on the map volume 2. That's out everywhere right now.
Okay.
But it's probably like a month and a half, 2 months ago right now.
Okay. So how do you promote it right now, or do you have a promoting type of strategy going on right now?
What I do is, since I do everything myself, I just go on where I can see the stats for everything, see my top cities, top towns, top demographics, all that type of stuff. And then I'll pay for promotion on like Instagram, Facebook, all that.
Okay.
And I use it with custom demographics that are based off of my real stats. So that way it's focused on the right type of people, and that's how I push all my music out. I do my own promotion like that.
That's a smart strategy, man.
Yeah, and I've even done like ever since like I started since I was like 16 probably. That's when I started doing like I would really print out flyers, like real paper flyers.
Yeah. Post
them around the high school, shit like that. Post them around the college. Post them in the street. Like I really do that for upcoming shows, stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I see that you're on your hustle as an individual.
Yeah.
And my next question is, do you have like a crew of people or close friends or family that have been riding with you since the beginning, that actually put in their time with you to help push you?
I do.
So you can shout somebody out right now?
Yeah, for real. Shout out my homie George, my homie Adam. Those are 2 people that were really there genuinely from like the real actual moment, like in the room with me when I started making music, and they stayed with me along my whole path. They were there celebrating when I got 400 plays on my first song, because we thought that was a lot then. Like, you know what I mean? And they still, to this day, they're still like, they'll be there when I'm recording some new shit. They'll be like, oh, that's hard. They'll be like, oh, send that to me. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out George.
Yeah, that's always good to know that you got people that support you no matter what, and they've been there from the beginning.
Yeah, for real.
You know, because as an artist, sometimes you have to remind yourself that this is your path that you chose, and when you look at people that support you like that, that reminds you of, man, I got to do this for them as well, because it inspires them in their life, most likely, when I make music.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I actually do it for everyone around me more so than myself. You know what I mean? Like, I love seeing like like I'll get people in my family telling me like, oh, I heard you rapping now. They're like, oh, you could really do something for where we're from, you know what I mean? You could really make a name for yourself. You could really do something with this. So yeah, I really get inspired by a lot of people around me.
Yeah, man, and I think, in my opinion, you know, everyone's opinion is different, but in my opinion, I think the reason we create art, especially music, is we want other people to feel what we were feeling when we made that, you know?
Exactly.
And we want to share our feelings with them. So it's like we put in all this time as artists and people in the industry for stuff that we create, but at the end of the day, we're doing it for everyone else.
It's for everyone else, for everyone else's enjoyment.
It's kind of ironic, right? All the time we put in as artists.
Yeah.
But we're really trying to give that energy back to other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what are some of your first influences on music, as in artists that you kept listening to their music and you're like, oh man, this guy or this person, this lady, she's killing it, or he's killing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are some of your early influences?
Well, when I was growing up, when I was probably like the first time I ever heard rap music in my life was when I was probably like 4 years old. Cause my dad, he was a real big fan of, cause my parents had me young, so my dad was, I think he was probably like 24, something like that, when I was like 4 years old. So he was a real big fan of like Snoop Dogg, Biggie Smalls, 50 Cent, Eminem, Kanye West, you know what I mean? He played all that type of stuff around me ever since I was little. So that's pretty much who I liked growing up, and those were real big influences. And then as of recently, for like the past 5 years, I've just been following pretty much real influential West Coast artists.
Okay, well, what are some of these West Coast artists that you follow right now?
People like O3 Greedo, Draco the Ruler, you know what I mean, Shoreline Mafia, like SOB. I've been following them for a minute, since a whole long time ago, you know what I mean, SOB, RBE, like type of stuff like that. That's what I listen to right now.
Okay, all right. So let's look into the future. So, what's an artist that you want to work with in the future? Like somebody that you know that I'm gonna work with them one day.
That I know I'm gonna work with them one day. That's hard to say, man. There's so many people, and like, I don't know, I feel it's weird. Like, I'm the type of person to where like I could like another artist, but I know we wouldn't sound good together. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I would probably say like someone like, I would probably want to collaborate with the producer more than an artist.
I got you.
Yeah, so I'd say like someone like Turbo, you know what I mean, or Quay, you know what I mean, people like that.
Okay. So right now, when you create these songs that you release through DistroKid and also on SoundCloud, for the production, do you create your own tracks or your own beats, or do you purchase it from the internet? Do you have your friends make them and send them to you? How does that go?
Well, how that goes is like, it's really like, I do it all, every single type of way you mentioned. It's like how I make music. It's just real spur of the moment. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like if my friend may just pull up a beat, like literally play a beat off YouTube, be like, oh, and we'll start rapping, and I'll make a song like that. I want to record something. Mm-hmm. Or a lot of producers will send me beats, stuff like that. One of my good friends that I was mentioning earlier, Adam, he's actually he's making some pretty big moves on YouTube right now. He's getting a good amount of plays on his beats right now, and he sends me a lot of beats.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, cool. So you got a core of producers, including yourself, that you already have good connections with for your beats and tracks for your music.
Yeah, and I'll go on certain producers I like to on their websites and buy beats like that.
Okay. And then I take it you record on your own as well?
I record on my own as well too.
Okay.
I started building up my collection of recording software. It took me about like a year to get everything pretty much that I needed. But I started off with like it was like a $40 microphone, but That was an upgrade from previously recording off the camera app on my iPhone. Play a beat, you know what I mean? Rap like that. And, oh, I got a recording.
We got to use what we got.
I went all the way up, you know what I mean? And I got all the equipment set up right now. So yeah, I record on my own.
Okay. And then let's see. You record on your own, you make your own tracks, you write, you rap. Do you do any like graphic editing or anything like that for your album graphics or your videos? Do you shoot videos yet for your music?
No, I don't got any other skills. I don't do anything else, no.
Okay, so but do you shoot videos for your music yet?
I've yet to record my first video for anything. I've been in music videos before for like songs that I'm featured on, but I've never had a video from my own song. So
okay, so are you planning to do one, or you're still just working on your music still?
I'm planning to do one. Yeah, I should be doing one soon, actually, in the upcoming months. So
okay.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. But I've just been holding off because I wanted the video to match the quality of the music. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I didn't want to give my all in the music and then I half-assed a video or something. You know what I mean? So I've just been waiting because of that.
For the dollar bill, y'all. Is that what he's doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I like that. He's like, for that scratch. So, all right, yeah. So whoever's watching, that's where we're gonna end it today, for that scratch. That's where we're gonna end it at. So we appreciate you, Alonzo, for coming through and you know, giving us your time today to, you know, share with us your story of how you're an artist and how you became one and why you do it, how you do it. So, you know, much respect. Much respect, man.
Thank you for having me, bro.
No problem, man. Our pleasure. And we definitely want you back again so you can always keep us updated on what's going on. Because,
for sure,
you know, we all believe in the independent artist's spirit, as in they're here to hustle for themselves. And, you know, we believe in y'all's hustle, and y'all keep hustling. And as long as you don't stop, you're gonna reach the top.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Appreciate that.
All right. Appreciate it, man. And we also like to thank O-Town for showing support to a fellow artist.
Of course.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Appreciate you watching one more time. This is Artism episode 2. So we're going to see you on the third one.
No big gas.
AXUMUS out. Peace.